Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today we are doing another video topic from viewers like you. So of course, if you have any video ideas, don't hesitate to put it in the comments down below, DM me, or put it in the Discord. That's probably the easiest place for me to find it is in the Discord, which you can join for free down below. So we're discussing, as the title suggests, retail dress code. Now, when I was first suggested this by Emilium, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to say, but dress code has actually changed quite a bit from when I worked in retail. And before we get into specifics of what it was like then, what it's like now, please do subscribe for more retail stories and gaming news. So over the years, I've noticed that retail dress codes have really changed because they used to be incredibly strict. I mean, you had to wear a collared shirt. You had to basically look like you're showing up at the office, but of course you're going to a minimum wage retail job. And I think the people up in corporate and all the executives kind of realized how ridiculous that was and how little we, the customers, really care what they're wearing as long as we know they're working there. So let's start with Walmart, because I think Walmart has had the most drastic change in dress code, which is it went from you had to have a collared blue shirt and you had to wear their awful blue vest and you had to wear black pants, and that was it. That was what you could wear. There was no exceptions. Stick to that or you're going to get written up. Now, when I started working at Walmart, they had just implemented the fact that you could wear not just black pants, but you could wear black jeans, which I wear every day anyway, so really worked out for me. But it was funny because randomly, I mean, I'd been working there for months already. I had one of the useless managers pull me into the office. They got really upset with me. They said, "You need to follow me to the office because you are not in dress code." I'm like, "Yes, I am. What are you talking about? I was wearing the blue collared shirt and black jeans." And they're like, "Oh, you can't wear jeans." So after they dragged me to the back, I dragged them to where you take all of your tests and where people are onboarded into Walmart, and pointed out their own rule to them, because apparently they didn't even know it, that you can wear black jeans. And the look of disappointment that they could not write me up was clearly in their face, and they got really upset. They kind of huffed and then just walked off. It was a great moment. So that was back then. Back then it was very strict. Now you can wear anything you want pretty much. You can wear regular jeans, even blue jeans. You can wear t-shirts with, of course, appropriate stuff on them. You can't have like a big middle finger on your shirt, but you can have t-shirts of any type you want. And their vests have actually gotten a lot better. There's still a vest, and I still hate vests, but their pockets are actually useful, and I think I'll probably do an entire video just on the new vest because they seem proud of it, and I want to do a deep dive on exactly what it looks like and all the different options that come along with it. And why am I going to do a video on just that? Because that was one of the worst things that I had to deal with at the time. You were wearing this very just awful feeling vest. It feels like it's like degrading you. I mean, it's just, I hated it. I hated it so much. Another thing that I didn't even know, because I was never in the management at Walmart, was the fact that they could not wear sneakers. They had to wear specific types of shoes. They could not just wear anything they wanted, which again, doesn't make any sense. Customers don't care. It's not like customers are like, "Wow, I can't believe they're wearing sneakers to work. What kind of place is this?" You're in Walmart. You have zero expectations, okay? Now let's talk about GameStop, because that's another place that I worked at for a very long time, and their dress code is pretty simple. I mean, it was not a big deal at all. It was basically a button-up collared shirt. You can have a short sleeve, whatever you want, whatever pattern you want. Wasn't a big deal. And then Fridays, they let you wear like a GameStop t-shirt. Not like a billion of them, so I was just able to wear them every Friday. And I think at one point, back when I was working, they said you could wear just a GameStop t-shirt if you had it. And then they didn't bank on the fact that I had like infinite GameStop t-shirts, so I always wore GameStop t-shirts, and they got upset for some reason. They're like, "No, you need to go back to the collared shirt, because that's what people look for when they go to GameStop, is a dude in a collared shirt." I don't know why I couldn't just wear gaming t-shirts back then. And you could wear as many lanyards as you wanted. Now, I took advantage of that fact and, of course, caused a rule change for everybody because I just push things past the envelope. And I wore every single lanyard I ever got. So over the years, I was the Mr. T of GameStop for many, many years until they finally changed the rule because, I mean, my neck was hurting at a certain point because I had so many of these damn lanyards on. I probably had 10 to 15, maybe more lanyards around my neck. And I thought it was hilarious because it's ridiculous how many I had. And I could have had more, but I was picking out like, oh, these are my favorite games. So I'm just going to have all of my favorite games represented on my lanyards. And then I had a bunch of pins all over them. And then I had like a sticker on the back of my name tag. And I completely customized that thing. I was there for a very long time and I had a lot of downtime. So I said, screw it, let's just customize it. But my manager kind of got tired of the fact that I had so many lanyards on. So they made the limit that you could only have 3 lanyards on at a time, which was reasonable. I mean, that's not really a company-wide thing. It's just a thing that I did and pissed off my manager, which I'm not quite sure because it's not like I made everybody else wear them. I guess it didn't look as good, but again, it's a video game store. And for pants, it didn't really matter. I think you just couldn't wear shorts, you couldn't wear sandals, but I haven't mentioned that in the Walmart one because those things are kind of obvious. Pretty much every retail store that you work at, you have to wear long pants. I don't know the rules for girls. I could have looked them up before this video, but I didn't. So nowadays, I have noticed that GameStop employees are, like I said, able to just wear gaming shirts. You can wear gaming shirts whenever you want. I've seen them wear it not just on Fridays, and I think they're completely relaxed about that now. But before, they already pretty much had a relaxed dress code. But I mean, it makes sense for them to allow people to wear video game shirts as well as GameStop shirts instead of just GameStop branded gaming shirts. Again, if you're wearing the name tag and it's obvious you work there, does it really matter what you're wearing? Target and Best Buy seem like they're a bit more strict when it comes to dress code. They both want people wearing collared shirts of their respective colors, blue for Best Buy, red for Target, and both, if I remember correctly, require you to wear khaki pants. Forget what I just said about khaki pants. Now, I could just edit that out and redo the line, but I don't feel like it. I looked it up, and just last year, every store pretty much has allowed people to start wearing jeans because they realize, hey, jeans don't look bad. Now, you're not allowed to wear the ultra ripped up jeans, but I don't understand why it took employers so long to let people wear jeans. Jeans have never looked like some horrible, unfancy thing. I mean, everybody wears them because they're comfortable. Khaki pants just look out of place because pretty much nobody wears khaki pants. Like, if you do, that's fine. I'm not judging you or anything. I'm just saying it's not weird to see retail employees or just employees working anywhere wear jeans. And you could basically take what I just said, collared shirt and jeans, and apply that to every retail store. There may be some that differ, but I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of each store because is that really that entertaining? I wanted to get into the main stores that people think of. When you look at places like grocery stores, again, it's the same sort of thing you see. People wearing collared shirts, either color specific to the store they work at or just any collared shirt in general, with a name tag and jeans. Now, included in Emilium's idea, he said that maybe I could do one for office workers as well, an entirely separate video, but I think I can just sum it up in this video. I don't think I can go off in an entire video about office wear. I don't think people want to watch that. Again, office wear has kind of been going on the same track that retail and other places have been going. They're becoming more and more casual because they realize, why do people have to wear a suit and tie to the office? Now, there are plenty of offices that still do this because they're outdated and don't make any sense, but the ones that have opened their mind up to the possibility of people being comfortable while they work and maybe making them enjoy work more, which then in turn could make them more productive. I mean, it's just the same sort of thing. I'm basically wearing the same thing. Well, when I went to an office, I wore a button-up collared shirt and jeans. It was like working at GameStop again, but not having to deal with random people. And the thing is, I think a lot of people are going to get used to dressing like how I'm dressing right now. Now, with that being said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to dress this way when the offices reopen in the year 2025, but I do see more places starting to let people wear just whatever they want to work, as long as it's appropriate. Again, you can't have a giant middle finger on your shirt, but beyond that, who cares? If you're not in a client-facing position, Who cares what you're wearing? You know, I mean, why does it matter what the guy next to you is wearing in his cubicle? He's in a cubicle all day. None of the customers or the outward people are going to see what he looks like. He could be in his pajamas. I think we're going to see a lot more people just allowed to wear streetwear in most companies after this is all over. Now, video game companies and stuff like that seem to have already adopted that. A lot of tech companies have adopted that. But other companies are still slow to pick up on the fact that people should be allowed to be comfortable where they work. I know people that work at insurance companies, and for some reason, again, they're never on camera, they're never seeing clients, and they still have to wear a button-down, long-sleeve shirt, a tie, they have to tuck in their shirt, and wear a belt and black pants. That is the most uncomfortable combo ever, especially when you're sitting in a chair for 8 hours that day to 9 hours, and it doesn't make any sense. Who cares what the people at a call center are wearing? Nobody is going to see them. They should be allowed to be as comfortable as they want. Maybe they'll do better in sales and numbers. They have Casual Friday. What is the difference between Friday and every other day of the week? I don't quite understand where they thought, oh, Casual Friday's allowed, but the rest of the week, yeah, you gotta wear those really uncomfortable clothes again. There's so many baffling things that seem to just be rules and policies because back then that's what they were. That's it. This is how it was, so this is how it's going to stay. A lot of companies and people alike just don't like change, and I think that's why there's still a lot of different places that are slowly changing policy and many places that probably never will. So overall, I'm really glad that people working in a retail environment get to be more comfortable and get to wear the clothes that they enjoy instead of being forced to wear whatever the store feels like is more appropriate that day. Like I said, all that matters is that you know that that person works at the store and doesn't look terrible. I get the need for your employees to look nice, but they can look nice and still not have to wear very uncomfortable clothes. So let me know down in the comments where you work, what your dress code was like before all this happened and you started working from home, or if you work in retail and what it is like now. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more retail stories and gaming news, and as always, have a fantastic day. See everybody. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying a new lighting setup, and I'm still tweaking all the different settings, all the different, like the white and yellow balance, the brightness. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so we'll just see if the lighting gets better in videos, or if this is better compared to what it used to be. I'm not like this horrible ghost white anymore, so that's pretty neat. I changed the ISO on my camera to a lower setting, because before, that was why I was ultra white, and with these new lights, I was even whiter. It was absolutely insane. Also, for those that care, I'm drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. This was like their generic pale ale. I think this was like their first beer that they did. It's okay. It's not bad. It just tastes like beer, you know, like hoppier beer. It's not super citrusy or interesting and caramel tasting and it's okay. It's like a crisp, light beer. Well, it's not a light beer, it's a pale ale, but pale, that sounds like a lot. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's not great. Also, if you're still watching, thank you. And it also means you're probably interested in the Back to the Futon podcast and wondering where the heck is it? The Back to the Futon podcast is now on its own channel called Back to the Futon in the description below. Of course, click that link over there and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more podcast episodes.